Well, thank you for joining me. This is part 6 and probably the final installment of making scale model bricks with plaster. As you can see, here is the ice tray that I filled up for the extra plaster I had left over. And I can pull these out. I wanted to talk about the fibers. And the gentleman over at Terranscapes made a... Terranscapes, sorry about that. Terran. Made a comment about scraping the molds with the fibers makes it difficult. You see that little hair right there? It does. He's totally right about that. And I did a couple runs on this, especially with those small bricks. If you scrape it too much, you start pulling material out of the molds because the fibers are very, very grippy. It makes for a better final product, but the cleanup's a little bit more. And besides that, it's just a nice little product. These are cool little things to have. I just pulled a bunch of these out. These are the I believe like 1 centimeter cubes. Those would be very nice for kind of terrain and basing and dioramas. Also, I have picked this up at the dollar store probably a couple years ago. These are skull ice cube molds, and that puts out a nice little product too. These could use these for enduring mountains, or I made some obelisks for my gaming board with them. And let's get to the whole point of this. This is the brick mold that I made with the silicone. You see that, the pink. And I tried not to scrape it too much because I didn't want to pull the detail out. But here comes our bricks, and they're perfect. There's a little cleanup extra because of that flashing on there, but the flash just pulls right off. So I can just throw all that out. And it's kind of just crumbles right together. So it's probably left maybe, oh God, it's not even a 1/10 of a millimeter of a flash on there. But the bricks are very, very sturdy. Let's see if they break. Well, they do break, but it took a little force to do that. So they're not going to break just by, dropping them on a table or anything like that. I had to put a little force behind that, but they worked out really, really nicely. This would be perfect for basing, and I will have another video series up with what I'm doing as a little vignette for a competitive paint thing I may do in February at the Las Vegas Open. So this, I'd have to say, is a success. And that is it. So thank you for joining me on this little series here. I hope it helps some of you go out if you had any ideas about this. And another thing, you can just take any kind of material, well, basically styrene, cut it up whatever size you want. If you want it like large, like you want to simulate Mexican pavers, take the large strips of plastic, cut it. Maybe take a Dremel to it and add some damage to it. Then you got like a Mexican paver, or it could be a slate tile if you wanted to make it like that. So there's no reason to lose our artisanship and having to go buy pre-made bricks. It save time if you're needing to save time. But this mold is be good for days as long as I take care of it. As soon as I get all these pulled out, I will wash it and hit it with some talcum powder and store it in a cool, dry place, and be able to use it many more times. So as usual, thank you for joining me, and we'll have some more videos up in the near future. Thanks again.